Welcome to MerryMilo. Let's sing and celebrate.
Rosie the baby wore her sun hat wide, skipping with joy by the ocean tide. Her bucket was bright, her shovel was red. Off to the beachy tune she sped. She found a shell with a shiny swirl, pink as a ribbon, shaped like a curl. "Hello, little treasure," she softly said, placing it gently near her sled. A crab in sunglasses gave her a wink, dancing sideways near the water's brink. Rosie giggled, her toes in the sand, waving hello with her tiny hand. She followed footprints, small and round, leading to something buried in the ground. She dug with care beneath the skies and found a chest. What a surprise! Inside were pearls and rainbow rings, toy fish, feathers, and sparkling things. Rosie clapped, her eyes open wide, a seaside surprise she found with pride. The waves hummed soft as the sun sank low. Rosie snuggled in a sunset glow. With dreams of seashells, stars, and sky, she whispered, "I love Seaside surprise." Baby bear woke with a stretch so wide, snowflakes twirled from the mountainside. He bundled up in scarf and hood and tiptoed out to the frosty wood. Snow was soft beneath his feet. He made a path so smooth and neat. He met a fox with mittens red, who laughed and spun on a sled instead. They built a snowman tall and round, with a carrot nose and snowy crown. The bunny twins helped stack it high, then cheered beneath the silver sky. Then tossed snowballs with joyful flair, while baby bear flew through the air. On a puffy puff of snowy slide, he landed giggling, full of pride. A robin chirped a winter tune as daylight dimmed to frosty moon. Baby bear gave one last cheer, then hugged his friends and drew them near. Back at home in a blanket pile, he sipped warm cocoa with a smile. Snuggled close with Mama Bear, dreams of snow danced through the air.
Sammy the baby wore her hat, and off she rolled where the zebra sat. With sunny skies and grassy plains, she waved at monkeys on candy canes. A giggly lion gave a roar, while hippos danced near the jungle floor. Giraffes peeked down with necks so tall, as parrots sang a rainbow call. Sammy clapped with squeaky delight, riding a jeep through morning light. Elephants spray a water stream, making the safari feel like a dream. The cheetahs zipped in stripy shoes, while turtles sipped on jungle juice. Sammy squealed at every turn, watching tiny bush babies learn. They stopped for snacks near the baobab tree, with sunshine cookies and zebra tea. The meerkats popped up one by one, playing peekaboo in the golden sun. As the sun set behind the hill, Sammy yawned and sat so still. The safari stars began to gleam, and Sammy smiled into a dream.
aboard the train so flat with a giggle and a tiny cheer. He pulled the whistle, toot toot, clear. The engine chugged through lemon hills, past jelly trees and candy mills. The wheels went click and clouds went by as bubble birds flew through the sky. At each stop, a critter came with sticker hats and a funny name. Hop aboard, Benji would call. There's room for joy and snacks for all. They passed a lake of blueberry fizz where fishes danced and did a whiz. Benji clapped and waved around as laughter echoed through the sound. At last they reached the 2B gate where giggles lined the platform's plate. Streamers swirled and trumpets blew to greet the train and all its crew. Benji smiled from cheek to cheek. His train had sung all through the week. Tootie Town was fun and bright, a perfect end to a toot-filled night. Baby Benji wore his hat, sat aboard the train so flat with a giggle and a tiny cheer. He pulled the whistle, toot toot, clear. The engine chugged through lemon hills, past jelly trees and candy mills. The wheels went click and clouds went by as bubble birds flew through the sky. At each stop, a critter came with sticker hats and a funny name. Hop aboard, Benji would call. There's room for joy and snacks for all. They passed a lake of blueberry fizz where fishes danced and did a whiz. Benji clapped and waved around as laughter echoed through the sound. At last they reached the 2B gate where giggles lined the platform's plate. Streamers swirled and trumpets blew to greet the train and all its crew. Benji smiled from cheek to cheek. His train had sung all through the week. Tootie Town was fun and bright, a perfect end to a toot-filled night. Cloudy cow with spots so light floated up in the sky one night. With the bell that chimed a lullaby, she tiptoed through the sleepy sky. She rode a cloud so soft and slow, past twinkling stars that whispered low. Each move she sang, a dream would fall, a silver drop so round and small. Drip, drop, dream, she gently said, as moonlight twirled around her head. The dream drops landed on kids' cheeks to guide sweet sleep through cozy weeks. She moved to owls on feathered trees and danced along the midnight breeze. She sang to stars with shining eyes and tucked the clouds in lullaby ties. The dream drop song was soft and warm. It wrapped the world in nighttime charm. With every hum and gentle sway, the sky turned into Milky Way. At last she yawned, then gave a blink, and found a starship cloud to sink. She curled her tail and closed one eye and snoozed beneath the drowsy sky. So if you hear a soft moo-moo, a dream drop may be near to you. Just close your eyes and hum along with Cloudy Cow's dream drop song. A is for apple, red and round. B is for ball that bounces on the ground. C is for cat with a curly tail. D is for duck with a wobbly wail. E is for elephant, big and gray. F is for frog who loves to play. G is for giraffe, so tall and neat. H is for hat on Bella's seat. I is for ice cream, creamy and sweet. J is for jelly that jiggles on a treat. K is for kite that soars up high. L is for lion with a sleepy sigh. M is for moon that shines so bright. N is for nest with birds in flight. O is for owl with wide round eyes. P is for penguin in cold surprise. Q is for queen with a golden crown. R is for rainbow falling down. S is for sun that warms the day. T is for train chugging away. U is for umbrella in the rain. V is for van on a leafy lane. W is for whale who sings a tune. X is for xylophone under the moon. Y is for yak with fuzzy feet. Z is for zebra with stripes so neat.
So red, snow on his nose and a hat on his head. He giggled and wiggled in fluffy white snow, spinning in circles wherever he'd go. He made little footprints with every small hop, then wiggled and jiggled and couldn't quite stop. He danced with the snowflakes that tickled his cheek, with penguins and puffins who play hide and seek. He slid on the ice with a wiggle wobble slide, then built a snow bear with buttons for eyes. With arms stretched wide, he gave it a hug and rolled in the snow like a snuggly bug. While he made snow angels wiggling his toes, then caught falling flakes on the tip of his nose. He spun like a snowflake twirling around, then plopped in the snow without making a sound. The sky turned pink as the cold day ended, with cheeks all rosy and scarves slightly blended. He sipped warm cocoa in a woolly lap nest, yawned with a wiggle and took a short rest. So if you hear giggles in snowflake towns, it's Wally the baby in his snowy crown. He'll wiggle and jiggle with joy in the air and invite you to play in the wintry flare. So red, snow on his nose and a hat on his head. He giggled and wiggled in fluffy white snow.
Baby Roo wore goggles tight. They climbed aboard her ship of light, a rocket red with starry flare, wiggled wings and whooshed the air. In time she gave a shout, 5, 4, 3, let's blast about. With a giggle off she flew into skies of midnight blue. The rocket zipped past mooncake hills through sparkling loops and comet thrills, and it's waved with shiny rings, and meteor birds flap crystal wings. Soon cried Boo with bouncing cheer, let's visit every star that's near. She flipped and spun past Jupiter's stripe, sipping juice from a space fruit pipe. Astro bears in puffy suits danced and sang on floating flutes. They twirled with Roo in zero-G, all swirling round a starlit sea. Her rocket twinkled rainbow light as she soared through the velvet night. With cozy boots and space knit cap, she flew a loop, then took a nap. The stars hummed low, the moon peeked through and wrapped her up in silver dew. She dreamt of stars and sky so wide, our Roo on her rocket ride.